Well, we're in the end game. We're back on the stairway to heaven, and God speaks to us through signs and synchronicities. And I know today that we're in the end game, and I'm leaving all of you this message. Between conversations that you can have with people on totally different continents and the experiences that you have in your everyday life, the signs, the synchronicities, they're telling us that we're in the end game. You know, I walked into this gym today feeling a different vibe, and walking past this cardio section, you know, I come across a lot of different people that come, you know, certain days that I know. And when I walk by, I give them the hello. And when I came in today, I was like, oh, hello. I did it to like eight different people, and I'm like, I guess everyone's here today, and everyone was laughing. And it's a different vibe, and it feels like, you know, we're back all together, and it's a split in frequencies. And I went about my workout, and about halfway through the workout, Dear Mr. Fantasy is the song in the very beginning of Endgame. And I heard Dear Mr. Fantasy, I heard that tone, and it just hit me. You know, we're in the end game of this rapture. We're in the end game. Last night I had a conversation with someone, and you know, she lives on a totally different continent, and we were discussing how, you know, are you watching people flip and turn off or change, like right before your very eyes in the past several months, you know, and you know, being out, coming across people. You might witness this as well, where people show up and then in a matter of a day, they just change. And now I could clearly see this here, and you know, having this conversation with many different people, how, you know, you're connecting with people stronger than ever before. Is that you? You're connecting with people that you come across. You don't even know them. You're like perfect strangers, and you're like best friends, and you're connecting like never before. And then there's people, they might actually get agitated by your presence. They might run from you. And we're in the end game, and we're witnessing a split in frequencies. Every person's giving off a frequency. And you know, I shared this in my live stream earlier today. The micro and the macrocosm. We have to become a vibrational match. And the reality is upgrading. We are upgrading. We want to reach that vibrational match, right? And I share about the Schumann resonance, the frequency of the world that we live in. Tesla said, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And when you're starting to witness things that maybe don't make sense to you, oh wow, you know, why are these people acting this way? Why are these people acting a totally different way? People are experiencing two different timelines simultaneously. People that you walk amongst, they might be in a totally different reality than you are. They're not a vibrational match to you. It's so important at this time of the rapture. You are focused, laser pinpoint accuracy on that highest timeline. You can't get pulled back down. You might have stumbled across Uncle Mike's message today, and you say to yourself, well, you know, I'm in isolation a lot. And this is done for a divine design, for this very special moment. And you don't want dimensional bleeding to occur. You might be all prepared. God has you all prepared. You're ready to go. You're ready to go to the new earth. And your frequency, you're a frequency match. But you could have things that bleed into your frequency, dimensional bleeding, that can lower your vibrational frequency. So it's really important to stay positive at this time. And true ascension, as we've been sharing on the Stairway, this is the Stairway to Heaven podcast. Hit the like button if you enjoy these videos. True ascension is not only incorporation, but it's also elimination, okay? So everything is gonna carry that signature. So the way that you eat is totally different, right? The way that you think is totally different. So not only, you can see this within people, but take out the accountability mirror on yourself and think about yourself and say, you know what? If I went to my former self 10 years ago, well, you know, I'm a totally different person, right? And things maybe that resonated or did not back in the day, it's totally different because we're living in authenticity now, okay? It's authenticity time. And the light is shining brighter than ever before. And the cream rises to the top. And we're on the stairway to heaven. And as I was talking to my friend, you know, there's nothing to fear because you are on a higher dimensional plane of existence, all right? And this question was asked to me. It's okay to come out now, light warriors. It's okay because you've already split off your frequency. You're already on a higher plane of existence, okay? You're all the way up here, right? They're on a lower frequency. There's absolutely nothing that they could do. Doesn't matter. Nothing can pull you back down once you have risen up. You have to understand the truth about ascension. Once you see, you can never unsee. Once you went through metamorphosis, once you have changed, you can never go back. So a caterpillar can never go back to the butterfly can never go back to the caterpillar. The dragonfly can never go back to the larva swimming under the water. Once you have changed, once you have ascended, you have those beautiful wings right now, where we have the wings and we're flying higher than we've ever been. Once you're flying around, you're never going to go back to crawling on the floor. Once you're on a higher level of existence, nothing can pull you back down. You know, I have some very bright light warriors that shared, you know, it's like the lobsters or crabs in a bucket. You're trying to climb out and they try to pull you back in. Well, the last time that we did the Stairway to Heaven podcast, I was talking about the frequency fences. You've cracked through the frequency fence. Okay, so you've already passed it. You've already went through it. So there's nothing to worry about because you're already out of that bucket. There's no one to pull you back down. Hit the like button if that resonates with you. You're still, maybe, possibly, living in a fear that no longer exists in your previous part of your everyday life, right? Maybe people were trying to stop you. Maybe people were trying to pull you back down, right? Well, guess what? It's over, kid. 999. It's over, kid. It is over, right? I never stuttered this whole time. I'm gonna keep you focused. It's my honor to be here. Get you off that negative timeline and put you on the 5D earth. Put you up in heaven. You don't have to wait to die to go to heaven because it's heaven on earth right now. 1,000 people, write it in the comments. It's heaven on earth right now. The lower states of consciousness, what are they? Fear, guilt, and shame. So a lot of people say, how do you do this? How do you get there? And I've been sharing this for a while. Okay, you want to get your fine power. You want to represent your authentic self. You have to find the place. You have to find that place, light warriors, where there is no fear. When there's no fear, your true self comes out. You know, it's like shining a bright light doing the Stairway to Heaven podcast here, right? So, you know, I don't have time to play pretend, right? My heart's pumping. I have to stay focused on the message. The truth comes out. So look at the micro and the macrocosm. I'm teaching you with everyday life examples. Look at the world. Look at society. You're going to see the truth of people because everyone is pumped, right? The hearts are pumping right now. You're going to see the truth. Right now, I don't have time right? And that's why I have to be the lighthouse for people, because you have to see the truth. You have to realize the truth. The truth cannot be told, it can only be realized. So right now, humanity is pumping right now. Blood's pumping, breathing heavy. You don't have no time. You go straight, right? Under great pressure, you're gonna go straight to your truth. You're gonna see the truth within people. What's inside the person? Everything's coming to the surface right now. So that's where you have to be situated in your mind, knowing that everything comes to the surface. So guess what? For you, if you're this far into the message, there's nothing for you to worry about, right? God is revealing the truth of you. That's great. Some people hear that statement, right? The true messages of God are simple. Simple, simple, simple. Not this complex things that you ever see these things? You read all these papers, oh, it's so confusing, when it could have just been maybe on a little paragraph and make it into like, a novel, all these different, you got to do step one, all this other stuff, right? Confuses you. Simple comes from God. God is revealing the truth of you. High energy right now. Everything comes to the surface. Everything's rising to the surface. Smash the like button if your authentic self is coming to the surface. We are in the end game. So, listen, everyone made their free will decision. Okay? Not everyone's coming with you. And you could see it in your everyday life. But just reflecting on today and, walking into the gym, almost like a victory lap. And all the people I know, they were here. All of a sudden, I said, everyone's here today. I was like, hello, 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 right? Hello. Well, that's the energy we're in. And to hear Mr. Fantasy, your fantasy world, your fantasy world is coming to an end. You lived in an illusion your entire life. That illusion is failing right now. Dear Mr. Fantasy, it's over, kid. 999, it's over, kid. We're in the end game. You have to stay focused. And it's my honor to get you through this rapture, to get you through this timeline split, okay? To get you to the great solar flash. It's coming, kid, and we're in the end game now. We're in the end game now. You could write it in the comments if you feel it in your soul. We're in the end game now. There's nothing left. Everything's done. It's just a great reveal. And it's just revealing season. It's already done. You're already there. And what's happening in the subconscious, you are going back, you are reverting back to the familiar past. The familiar past of a timeline that no longer exists. No, we changed it. The royal family changed the timeline. And we're living in the end game right now. So you shifted. You're on a higher level plane of existence. And your brothers and sisters are waiting to greet you. Make the jump, right? Make the jump. Your brothers and sisters are waiting to greet you. A hero's welcome is what you receive. A hero's welcome is what you receive. And you don't have to worry about anything else. I know you might be empathic and you get upset, you get a little, oh, why is this person growling at me for no reason? I don't understand why. Doesn't matter to you. Someone's opinion of you doesn't matter. Okay? It's irrelevant, right? And I think a lot of people, because of the human ego, some people are concerned, how are people what's their opinion of me? Okay, you can wipe your rear end with that. The only thing that matters, ready? The only thing that matters, you're gonna make this shift, you're gonna make it through the rapture, you're gonna jump timelines, your content of character. I never stuttered. I keep my word. I gotcha. We all stay focused. Where is it about? It's your attention. You might be struggling at this time. All you have to do, I'll make it simple. Just, if I resonate, if this family resonates, focus your attention here. every day, because we're in the end game right now. Mr. Fantasy. The game is over. I appreciate each and every one of you. We're on the stairway to heaven right now. If today's message resonates for you, why don't you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We have daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Remember this and listen carefully. There is no finish line. This is not a finish line. We have to keep going. But what's happening right now is a large portion of the collective, which is also known as critical mass, which I talked about years ago. What's that guy talking about? We're witnessing it today, okay? A critical mass portion of the collective is leveling up to a higher frequency. We've been raptured out of the old timeline. It's not some spiritual woo-woo thing. It's a split of frequencies. So you're vibrating on a different frequency. So as it continues to keep going, you have to keep going. Keep up the pace, right? Keep up. The thing stopped. I gotta keep up the pace. But that's the sign, right? I listen to God. I listen to signs and synchronicities, right? So a lot of times, and you start doing this as well, you got to understand the codes. You got to understand the codes of the universe. And, you know, the answer, this is the answer, right? Whatever it is, that's not going to be the way. You have to look at your everyday life. You have to look at it. Look at the signs. Look at the synchronicities. And the answers are right before your very eyes. This whole time, we made it. We're in the end game. Don't turn back. Keep going. I love you all. If this message resonates with you, share it. Share it across the world, because a lot of people are experiencing. And let us know in the comments, because you might have, you know, conversations with people. They could be right next to you. I'm looking at a friend right now. There he is, right? What is that guy talking about up there? No, they could be right in your presence, or they could be on a different continent. All right, you're witnessing this right now. So are you experiencing total strangers? They're like you know them forever. And people, maybe they shut off. Maybe they get triggered by your presence. Who cares? It doesn't matter. They ain't going where you're going, kid. Someone's opinion of you is irrelevant. The only thing that matters is your content of character, who you are, and your work through this moment in humanity. It's documented in the Akashic records, okay? Not your Instagram filters, no. It's your work, your choices, your vibrational frequency. It's my honor to do this. It's my honor to show the truth. You can't just say the truth. You have to show the truth. And that's what we're doing as we're climbing the stairway to heaven. You're getting stronger. You're getting younger, because your vibrational frequency has changed. I love you all. This is your High Commander. Keep going, kid.